Be sure to check out RCT3, winner of the RCT3 Tosso Quiz of 2015 and enter the Tosso competition for 2016. Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Let's Build the Ultimate Theme Park 2016. And you may be wondering why the title is I f***ed up. Well, yeah, obviously, sorry, I said the uncensored version. Obviously, because I'm aware most of my users are quite young, please excuse my colourful language. But, essentially, you'll see why. But, yeah, in this episode, I screwed up big time. Fortunately, it wasn't project ending, it was just a slightly major setback. Anyway, I'll explain in due course. But anyway, what are we doing in this episode? Well, I decided to go on a bit of a charge and finish off the rest of the wooden supports, which actually didn't end up taking as long as I thought it should have done. Well, given after what happened. But yeah, there was only about two big turns left to do, a few small turns, and then that was it really. So I decided to go for a big push and finish. I really should have been doing this half an hour ago, but you'll see why I fucked up. Again, excuse the language. I can't be asked to go through this and bleep out everything, except for maybe the major one. Anyway, but here, just again doing the usual thing. And actually, I've been thinking about, while I was doing this episode, I was thinking about what I'm going to put in this area. Obviously, it's going to have the usual kind of leafless foliage. Like, there's going to be a lot of that in this theme park because, I mean, again, the Fallout fan. This park is for the Fallout fans. So you will understand what I mean. But yeah, I did this recording kind of 3 phases. I did each section as one little bit. And it was on the second one where I screwed up. So this one all went plain sailing. Nothing went horribly wrong. Just doing the usual cross supports. It looked quite quick on this actually. And after the incident, you'll see in due course. I'm not giving anything away, unlike in the it's particularly thumbnail. I mean, yes, the thumbnail shows that I finished this coaster, which is the good part. But I mean, the supports, which have taken, yeah, about 5 episodes, I think, which sounds about right. So actually here I realised I had the space to break out my wide supports and then realised that they do not take kindly to weird terrain, which obviously this thing has lots of. So yeah, here just again doing the usual supports, again the more compact style. So yeah, it looks quite quick on this actually. It is relatively quick. It's just one less kind of bank of horizontals and diagonals to do this style, rather than if I was doing my big diagonal ones. I've actually been thinking about, I was thinking to do this episode, maybe I should actually release that as a set on the forums or something, allow people to download it. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. I imagine the overwhelming majority of people watching this will say yes. I mean, I'm not in a position where I have the time nor the knowledge how to make custom scenery. Okay, I kind of do, but I can't. I haven't got the time to make it and get to grips with SketchUp and also find the textures. If I could, then I would honestly almost remake Vulkendar with a proper Dwemer set, but that would take so long to make all the custom scenery because I'd need to make like a full Dwemer set. And I just haven't got the time to learn how to do all the modelling tricks. I mean, there's probably models out there, but I just don't have the time. I mean, unless anyone wants to make me a set, in which case, go for it. I will build another Dwemer-themed theme park. And actually, on the subject of theme parks, actually, I was reading through the comments about what to do next year. Someone suggested a Portal theme park. Sorry to crush your soul, but I'm not sure about that. I've never really played Portal. Like, it would help if it was something I knew about. Like, I don't know, maybe. Actually, Brainwave, literally right down the spot. Lord of the Rings, anyone? I don't know. I'll think about that. Anyway, but right now we got this to worry about. So yeah, here I was just doing the supports, and oh my god, okay. But yeah, here I was just doing the verticals on these supports, and just pretty much following the usual pattern. Now it was on this segment that I screwed up. So here I was just doing my diagonals and the usual business. Again, actually it worked out quite nice the way the tracks intersected here, because I could literally just build one around the other quite easily without having to do any weird height adjustments or anything. I just literally had to delete a few beams, and I forgot to do my steel beams, I just realised. Actually no, I realised that after recording. I'll probably do those at the start of the next episode. But really I was just dedicating this episode to just finishing all the wooden bits. I'll do all the details next episode. I've got some ideas to what I can add in. I do need to add in a crashed helicopter. Although I think Station GG just set has me covered on that one. I mean, in an ideal world I'd have a crashed vertibird, but obviously there isn't one in existence unless someone knows somewhere to find one. But I highly doubt that anyone's made a Fallout 4 set in the time that I've been making this, unless Silverette or someone, maybe Station Junior could get on my case. I mean, Station Junior's stuff is already featured in this theme park quite a bit. I mean, his apocalyptic thing set is unmatched in terms of the stuff you can do with it. But yeah, here's just, again, doing more supports. Now, it was on the diagonals. Like, I thought I was just, at this stage, I was just really in my rhythm and just flying through it. It was just going really quick. Like, that first turn only took me 20 minutes. This one, I just went flying through. But yeah, after this, we were coming up to just just doing more diagonals. Wow, I cannot speak at the moment. But yeah, here just again more diagonals. Like I was pretty much going at full speed at this point. And just yeah, I've already said that once. So yeah, it was now it's on the final round diagonals, and it was almost here that I screwed up. But you'll see what happens, and rather. But yeah, it was all was going well at this point. I was going fast. It was really in my rhythm. And I just on the footers. I was just getting on to doing the wide supports. Yeah, I was just doing the footers, and at this stage I realised I should do some things. And after doing the wide supports, which you're about to see, I realised I hadn't saved in a while, and thought it might actually be a good idea to, I don't know, maybe save the game. And in that moment, Shadowwolf T5000 realised he'd fucked up. I clicked open instead of save. I fucking clicked open instead of save. Literally, that entire section that you just saw from this whole corner complex, I had to rebuild. I had to redo all of that to get back to where we are in the filming now. And yeah, I admit the film was speeded up a bit. I split the time lapse in two. But yeah, I clicked save, open instead of save, lost almost all the work I'd done, and had to rebuild that whole thing. Fortunately, it was pretty quick. It only took me 25-ish minutes. So then I got going on these wide supports. Again, more of the same. But yeah, at this stage I was extremely annoyed with myself and was going very quickly. So yeah, I guess attack mode was on. But yeah, now I was really going fast. Although I admit this film is playing at a slightly faster speed than the previous segment of the time lapse. I didn't quite edit this together in a good way. But yeah, just more diagonals again, inner diagonal supports, and it was looking pretty good. At this stage I realised, well, I checked my recording time, it was only on an hour. I was like, oh shit, I can finish this thing. So I decided to go for it. I just went for the final charge. Just this last little segment. It wasn't perfect. It was actually a bit lower than I would have liked. Like, I couldn't quite do full 8H wide support, so I had to improvise a bit. But yeah, here I was just doing more things, and then I realised I got my heights a bit off. So I had to redo a few heights there, and it was just linking up. I told myself, when I do the wide support on the other side of that hill, I will have finished this coaster. So yeah, almost on my final round of verticals. And yeah, at this stage it was going pretty damn well. Like, I knew, right, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So yeah, just get, final round of verticals. This section was actually really quick. This whole thing, time-lapse, the total amount of footage is actually only an hour and a half, though I was building for about 2 hours. Because obviously I screwed up and had to rebuild all of this stuff, which was super annoying. But yeah, at this stage it was going pretty damn well. And yeah, actually fun fact, I was looking through, actually I was just doing some mental maths in my head. This is episode 17 now. Each time-lapse segment has been at least an hour and a half, give or take a bit, except for Mass Fusion, that was 2 hours. So I realised I've spent the equivalent of a solid day of my life building this theme park. Wow. Real lens perspective, doesn't it? Well, having said that, I suppose Vulcandar took up a total of about 3 days. which was, I guess that's kind of hilarious. So yeah, here I was just doing more footers. Now, I was looking at this and realised, oh, that's too low for 8H supports, but I wanted wide supports on these turns. So I just had to settle with some slightly less amazing 4H ones. I mean, they're not perfect, I know, but they'll do. I mean, they still look okay, actually, I think. So yeah, just my final round across beams, and yeah, at this stage I was pretty much almost done with this coaster. I don't know what. Oh yeah, I had to do had the final round of wide supports on this hill, and this stage I knew I was basically done. I just had to finish these off, and then boom, I was done. Final round of 8Hs, man, I actually don't know what I'm going to do after this episode, because like, I've been doing this for 5 episodes now, it's taken up a solid couple weeks. God. Actually, also, on the subject of that, I'm sorry to say, this is my final episode before I go back to school, so after this, episodes aren't going to be nearly as frequent as they have been. I know you've been enjoying my almost daily upload schedule, but I'm afraid after this, it's not going to get so frequent. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode whenever I happen to churn that shit out. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye for now.